Nurse Black podcast for Nurse Todd. We have another special guest, Lienienka Johnson. Lienienka, introduce yourself to the world, girl.
Hi, I'm Lienienka. I'm from Marrero. I am 43. I've been a C.N.A 21 years. June 2nd made 21 years. And I'm now jumping into mental health. Mm-hmm. And I kind of like it. I've been in there 7 months. And it's good. It's different.
Right. Why? I didn't know you was in mental health for 7 months. I thought it was a little longer. You do good at your job.
What was April? April would have been 7 months, right?
April. Yeah, it's about 7 months.
April 25th. Well, like April 13th to the 25th, I started. And, before that, I did hospice for 7 years. That was hard. That was very, very hard.
Yeah, the dying patients and everything like that.
Yeah, and then they want to put aides on call and, stuff like that. And that was rough. You have to clean bodies like we work in a funeral home. That was a lot. That was a lot.
And then especially during the pandemic.
And it was 24 hours on call. So it was, even before the pandemic, a new company, started that. So that was a lot.
Gotcha.
And then I dipped into the hospital. Mm-hmm. But I did Oxnard for a year. But the hardest thing was the nursing home for 13 and a half years.
Oh,
so if you counted my time, you see how it's going. 13 and a half years in a nursing home.
Yeah, nursing home.
The morning shift. Mm-hmm. That's one of the hardest things ever. Well, that's not the hardest thing I had to do. Right. The hardest thing I had to ever do was 3 kids as a single mother.
Oh,
hardest
Jesus.
thing.
Yeah, right.
That's another day.
But you didn't do 12 hours in the hospital, right? You did 12 hours just with psych. But did you do 12 hours? You did 12 hours?
Actually, it was 12 hours.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I don't think a hospital is 8 hours.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no hospital is 8 hours.
You're right. So you never, you understand, being a single parent or a parent in general, working the 12-hour shifts, and it's hard. People think, okay, you have all these days off, but then, honestly, it's all day you're gone.
Well, I think that would have been better for me if I would have dipped into that earlier, because the nursing home, doing the morning shift, because if you're a single mom, remember, I had a time where I had to pay somebody to bring my kids. A lady had a home daycare to bring them to the regular daycare, then to get them to school, and then get them up at 3:45 in the morning. Mm-hmm. I think that's why I stuck with hospice towards the end of them, especially my boys being in school. Mm-hmm. That was so hard. That was so hard. And then you got to be in a nursing home breaking your back. Mm-hmm. Getting into the hospital wasn't easy. Getting into hospice, you had to know somebody. The way you can get jobs now. Mm-hmm. You could have never done that maybe, let's say, 8 years ago, 5 years ago. You had to know somebody.
Right, you told me that. Even with psych,
You had to know somebody to get hospice. You had to know someone.
Wow.
It's easier now, but you really had to know somebody.
Yeah. And your kids were really young at the time. I know your kids are older now, thank God.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. I have one more to graduate. Both of my boys graduated, and
Good.
Chelsea graduates. Well, that's my daughter. She graduates this year.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, that's good. Mm-hmm. Okay, look, you told me you were scared of dogs. When you asked me, do I have a dog? What happened with that experience with dogs?
Girl, that happened May 3rd, 2015. I was on the levee exercising in Algiers.
Okay.
2 American bulldogs attacked me.
2 American bulldogs
attacked you? They had a write-up in the paper. It was a write-up.
What? Wait, you made the newspaper?
I made the newspaper, girl.
Oh, my God. Jeez.
I had to get the little tetanus shot. They came and talked to me. They wanted to lock her dogs up. And you actually, if a dog attacks someone, you have to sue their homeowner's insurance. And then if they don't have a home, the lawyer wants you to pay them. They don't want to get paid on the back, and they want you to, to pay them, and then you got to give them something.
Right,
and
exactly.
It was horrible.
Oh, my God.
Yes, that was a horrible ordeal.
So you were injured, of course, right?
Oh, yeah, I was, my nose was, pushed in. Mm-hmm. I had a scar on my stomach, a scar right here. They broke my bracket and my mouth on my braces.
What?
I slid right behind Mardi Gras World. They were. I was up on a walking trail. They were down by the water, and I think I had some loud tenors on and some black workout clothes. They just rushed up, but
So they just both attacked you. Like two of them just came.
Miriam and Simba, and she was really trying to help me. And I was on the phone with my sister, just talking. It was a Sunday, and my daughter had asked, could she come? And I'm happy. I told her no. I hadn't just cooked, taking a break. I had to go start my hospice again because I had started hospice in December,
right,
in 14, and I just was walking my normal route I did for 10 years. And as soon as they saw me, they just rushed up. And I mean, I was fighting and kicking.
Oh my God.
I never knew that grass was slippery in the heat. Grass is really slippery
in the heat.
Girl, I was fighting, kicking, and I had her though, or I grabbed her. And they were trying to maul me, so I was like moving her to each side of my neck so they don't try to bite me or anything. It was bad.
God.
That was the worst 7 minutes of terror.
7 minutes they attacked you? Jeez, you're lucky to be alive. Those bulldogs are strong.
And anywhere American, you know, the little husky ones with the little thick chains and stuff. Girl, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, so you just don't deal with dogs from here on out. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's horrible.
I'm getting a little better now. I won't even go to my mom's house. She has a little dog and he's retarded.
What kind of dog she have?
It's one of them little small dogs.
Yeah, a lot of them small dogs have issues. Look, sometimes we think something wrong with ours.
Yeah, so she keeps the umbrella by the door for me.
Your mom?
Yeah, so I can hit him with it. So if
wait, it's an ankle biter, like a Yorkie, like one of them little small Yorkies.
His name is Al. He's a little bigger than that, but
it's like real tiny, cause like
no, he tiny, but he's not like a
probably a little ankle biter.
Yeah, but I whops him with the umbrella. She keeps it by the door for me, so if I have to go over there, I'll just hit him. And she be like, Al, that's your brother. Leave your sister alone, Al. I'm like, you need help.
Wait, when you come in, you whop the dog.
I grab the umbrella that they keep by the door for me. It's not often I go, but when I go, it's always by the door, and I grab the umbrella.
And you have to whop the dog on because the dog is going crazy.
He can, but they can sense that you're scared.
That you're scared. Yeah, right. They say dogs go off
it.
your emotions and different things like that. You know, even pet owners are like, oh, the dog's going to be like the owners. If you're anxious, the dog's going to be anxious. If you chill, the dog's chill. But then I don't know. I'm a pet owner now. I'm like, I don't even know what's up with mine.
Now, I had a friend. This guy I dated. This white guy I dated, right? So
okay.
We'll talk about that another time. So he had this dog named Toby. Dog named Toby. So I would always give Toby treats, but I think if they smell your ankles, they're okay. So I would give Toby a treat. So he didn't want me to give him these things were called Minties. I think you get them online and they help with Minties, but you got to order them online because it helps with their breath and stuff. This dog was kept up better than he was a Saks Fifth Avenue dog, okay?
Top notch.
So I told him, I said, Toby, go see where James is at. We're just gonna call him that for the sake of it.
Right.
Go see where James is at, and then he'll go and he looked, and then he'll come back to let me know he was outside. Dogs are smart, girl.
Yeah, they are very smart. Believe it or not, it's just the way you train them. But they have senses like humans.
No, I don't like them. I'm not gonna deal with them.
Look, you just done. So before that attack, you was okay with dogs? You feel?
Oh yeah, I've been walking the
so
levee for like 10 years, and it was nothing.
So this is a PTSD thing for you, basically. What's going on with that? Like,
yeah, because it doesn't matter if the owner is there or not; they're gonna attack you.
Yeah,
I think weird. It's those dogs. I think because the animal shelter lady told me those dogs cannot be kept off of a leash. So she was wrong. You can't keep those dogs off of a leash.
Wow. See, I wouldn't have known. I thought those are more the friendly ones. I know the pit bulls are usually like the more vicious dogs, but
no, I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I think a pit, if it'll be trained better than that one. That was bad.
That was bad.
They are like dogs to protect their owners.
Right.
That I was told.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, like I said, you've been in healthcare for a while. I'm not sure if you're single or not, but how has the dating life been?
Oh, wow. Girl. Crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
Can you imagine?
You better thank God if it's crazy. And I try to go, like I believe to give everyone a chance. Like, long as you're not, I'm going to go from the last 2 years. Okay, I have 3 kids. Everybody have a different dad. Don't judge me. But it's okay.
Don't judge them.
So I try not to let me see, like judge people.
Right.
So the last guy from 2 years ago, before the last guy, right? Mm-hmm. I told you about. I went to an addiction clinic. Okay, I told you about. So this guy was in group, and he was talking about because I give all my checks up. So I was like, and the lady was like, "Oh, you can't talk to him." I said, "Oh, I will." And she would be like the group lady that where we work at, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, we don't advise y'all, to talk. And she was right. He was a nice person, but he was like 48 and he had issues, like with his mom, still harboring issues with his mom, and I could see why that's not a good idea. And and they looked at me a different way because some people thought I worked there. I'm like, no, I'm just here.
Wow, because they figure you are more sane. Not saying addiction clinic that you're not sane, but maybe your demeanor. They just felt you were a worker.
And the way it's the way you got to look at the place I went to, and the way you carry yourself. Where we work at, if I came there and sat there, because we weren't living there, we just drove every day there.
Right. Okay.
So if you look at those people, if you come into where y'all work and I come in there, I'm gonna just say like this: how I dress if I was going somewhere. You wouldn't think you'd think I'm your coworker. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. I didn't keep myself up like the average person.
Right.
So that wasn't a good idea. And then I started at the hospital with this guy that I am currently trying to date. And it's like, so you're currently trying to date somebody? Well, we've been like off and on for like December 24th will be a year.
December 24th to be a year? So y'all been off and on this whole entire year?
We've been together. No, we're not off and on. We just break up. Yeah, we on a break. I don't know what you call it. It's toxic.
I think it's toxic, sis.
No, listen. Because I'm about to tell you, he done been hurt so bad.
Oh, yeah. Damaged goods.
He damaged goods. You couldn't have said it better.
I know.
He don't trust me for as he could see me. I told him I was coming by you. He said, well, what is she selling?
Damn. What? Selling?
I said ass. Good. Whatever. Whatever you want to call it. See, don't get...
my God. Yeah, he's very...
Girl.
It's insecurities.
No, but listen. For real. I didn't know it was that bad. Like, even now I'm laughing about it, like, he really... Every girl he has ever been with hurt him.
Oh. How old is he?
37.
Okay, well, he's my age. Okay, that's enough time to be hurt, but every girl hurt him?
We all have been hurt. I lost weight. We all have been hurt. He wasn't hurt worse than me because I don't think nobody ever took him serious.
Girl, I'm not playing with you.
He been hurt worse than me.
Well, okay, was it long-term relationships he was with these girls with, or was it just...
That's what I'm trying to figure.
Or was it something to say he think that's his old lady? And it's really not.
Like one
you know
of
what
them
I'm
3
saying?
or 4 years, but like... I think he just jumped relationship to relationship like most of us, do, and it's always the same result. So, and I just feel like he run them. His insecurities are so bad, and he's a good guy. If I want to go to the moon, he's going to go to the moon. And see, I never had that. Not a street runner.
Gotcha.
Never thought about him cheating on me or nothing that. And whatever I want to do or wherever I'm at, that's where he want to be. So you
nice guys finish last. You think it's something like that with him?
He's crazy. He just have trust issues and it's too bad. It's like bad. Like I never seen this before.
Okay.
And from the stories
he's been hurt.
But from the stories he have told me, he has not been worse than my one heartbreak where I lost weight, self-medicate, and I'm doing hospice. He wasn't hurt worse than me. So
right. Look, you feel like it actually like mess with you mentally and
physically and mentally.
Right. And his story's not adding up. Like, oh, are you hurt again? But everybody's different, especially men now. Now men take heartbreak different from a woman.
But then even now, I noticed where we are working at. They have a lot of broken-hearted women. When I first started there, coming in there, lots of them. And I was like, oh, when I had a heartbreak, I said, oh. This is what this feels like. This is why women try to hurt themselves. And it's like a pain that wouldn't stop. I never experienced that before.
That's true.
And I've had a lot of relationships, and I was able to.
You experienced suicidal one time when you were like dating and broke up with someone? I mean,
no, not.